Hello. I'd like to give you an example of adding additional records to a lady called Elimina E. Porter. So I'm going to share my screen with you and go directly to her page. Okay, so here is Elimina Porter. I'm going to show you her details. And there is a record hint called the 1870 Census, United States 1870 Census. Before I add that, I want to show you an example here of what I had noticed on her page. Down at the bottom of her sources, it says that the 1870 census has already been added, but the link is an Ancestry.com link. So when I click on that link, it is going to say it's located on another website, and it gives me the Ancestry website. Without a membership to Ancestry, you cannot see what that source is at all. And so adding it tells me that Ancestry has it, but I cannot see what that source is. So it's much better for me to add it on from Family Search. So I can see here's Elmira Howie, and I can see the event is 1870. She's 30, and her husband is Joseph, and then she has 3 children. And as I look down at her family members, I can see she has a husband, Joseph, and she actually has 4 children. But notice that Martha is born after 1870, and so she would not be alive during the 1870 census. So I'm going to go ahead and review and attach this record, and then we'll talk about some of the other censuses available to add. So I'm going to add that information over like you've seen in our record hints demonstration before. And then I'll say this shows the Porter family in 1870 in North Carolina. And when I click attach, and then I did notice that that's already attached to her husband. That was interesting. The people who attached that did not attach it to everyone else. And so as I open up her children, these children, as I just click on that little summary card, there is no sources for those children. And so this gives me an opportunity to actually add the sources to them. Notice that Mary Howie here is down here. On the earlier censuses, you have to drag those up to match. So I can see Mary Howie, born 1863, right there, matches with this Mary Howie. So as I roll my mouse over it, there's 2 little arrows, and I just drag it up and drop it right across from Mary. And then I can see James Howie is 1862. I can drag that up and drop it right across from James. Of course, and then I can see Joseph, named after his father, born in 1869, and drop it right across from there. Now I want to compare each one of these. Notice this person who's also on the census, just as a note, is Kozer Robertson. He is not a member of the Howie family, so I'm going to leave him there. So I click compare, I do my add, and then the same exact reason comes up, and I can click attach. This is a little bit different than adding some of the other record hints that will give you that option to, they'll be directly already lined up. The earlier censuses did not have family relationships, and so you have to actually drag them into place. So now I'm going to return to Family Tree, and now you can see that one record hint is gone. This ends the little demonstration on this part. We'll be back for another part.